twice a week. So welcome to Yoga Nidra for Sankalpa. So Sankalpa, remember, is just an intention. It can be something very simple as I am happy and I am healthy. Anything that you can remember, because you're going to repeat it the 3 times in the beginning of class and the 3 times at the end of the class. And we want the verbiage, the words to be the exact same. Hi, Lola. Lola's here. Okay, very good. All right, well, the party is started. Lola made it in. So we're going to start with just some light joint and gland exercises. So I always start with the neck. And so just wherever you're at, sitting up nice and tall, feet on the floor, hip distance apart, take your shoulders behind you and down your back and lift the bottom of the breastbone. So you're sitting up nice and tall, as though your crown of your head is being lifted by a string. And just take a couple of deep breaths here. Give yourself permission to relax and to stay in tune with our practice tonight. So let's go ahead and drop the right ear to the right shoulder. So you feel that stretch along the neck, and then go ahead and extend that right arm. Really reach those fingertips out, like you're trying to touch the wall on the other side of the room. Good. And inhale, come back to center. Drop the left ear to the left shoulder, and then stretch the left arm out. And same thing, just like you're trying to reach your fingertips to the wall. And just be aware of sensation in the neck. And maybe you feel it also in your bicep too. And inhale, come back to center. Good. And let's go ahead and start to roll the shoulders. Just going to make some nice big movements with the shoulder. And then we're going to reverse it. And now bring the shoulders up to the ears and then just let them drop. Bring them up and drop again, up, and just release all that tension from the day. Let them drop. Good. And now we're going to bring our arms out into a T formation, and let's bend them into cactus arms. We're going to exhale and bring them together. Maybe the palms will touch, and then open them up. Exhale, bring them together. Inhale, open. Exhale, bring them together. Inhale, open. Now something different. Exhale, bring them together. And now we're going to wrap our wrist around. And maybe you can touch your wrist, but maybe just the backs of your hands touch. There we go. Good. And just notice that stretch in your upper back and the scapula. And then go ahead and open the arms. And now bring the left arm under the right. And bring it up as, try to make that cross as high as possible. And bend the arms and bring the backs of the hands together. Good. I think that was a little easier for everybody. Good. And just notice how the upper back feels. Go ahead and release that. Open the arms again. And now bring the right arm under the left and bend. And if this is not a challenge, with the backs of your hands together, see if you can bring the palms together. Good. Good job, everybody. All right, good. And then we're slowly going to release that. And we're going to come into standing. Make sure everybody can see me. So we're going to do a little breath aligned movement here. So step your right foot forward and have bend the knee and have the left leg behind you with that foot at a 45-degree angle. Hands are going to go on your hips and have your hip points pointed towards me. Take an exhale, and then on your inhale, straighten the leg. Exhale, bend it. Inhale, straighten. So we're just working with the breath. Exhale, bend. Inhale, straighten. Exhale, bend. Being sure not to let the knee go over the toe. Inhale, straighten. And exhale, bend. One more time. Inhale, straighten. Exhale, bend. And now just drop your arms alongside of you. And you're going to inhale the arms straight up and straighten that leg, and exhale, lower it and bend the knee. Good. So inhaling and exhaling. We're breathing and then we're moving. Inhaling and exhaling. Inhaling here and exhaling. Inhaling and exhaling. Good. Step the back foot forward to meet the right. Just notice how you feel. Take a little inventory of the body. And then step the left foot back. That foot's going to be at a 45-degree angle. Hands on the hips. Exhale and bend the knee. Inhale, straighten. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. And inhale. Hip points are towards me, and if that's a little challenging, you can make your stance a little wider. Exhale, inhale, exhale, inhale. This next exhale with the knee bent, we're going to stay, and then we're going to inhale, raise the arms, straighten the leg, and exhale. Inhale and exhale. Inhale, exhale. Inhale, exhale, inhale, and exhale. And go ahead and step that back foot forward. Kind of just shake out those hips a little bit. And open up the legs a little wider than your hips. And we're just going to start to shake things up a little bit. So bring your arms out into a T formation. And we're going to do something that looks like this. And I'm coming up on my ball of my foot when I turn. And you can go at any speed that feels good for you. If you need to burn off a lot of energy, you might want to go a little faster. We're just shaking some things up. Keep on going and I'll let the next person in. And then go ahead and come back to your center. And we're going to do empty raincoat sleeves. So this is a twist. So just take a moment before we start. Notice how you feel here. And then we're going to start to twist, coming up on the ball of your foot. Your head can move with your spine or it can stay looking forward. And your hands are tapping your hip and your buttock. So just feel this twist. Good. One more on each side, and then we'll come to into Tadasana. And you may, if you're a little challenged with balance, you may want a chair close by. So you're going to be standing in mountain pose in Tadasana. And now we're going to lean to the right, but bring your nose over your big toe. That'll help with your balance. And if you need to have your hand on a chair or a wall, that's fine. And now you're going to lift the opposite leg and you're going to start to make circles with the foot. So make 5 circles in one direction And then go ahead and go the opposite direction. So again, if you need a chair or a wall, and I have to warn you, if you had a glass of wine earlier today or last night, this makes it much more difficult. And then come back to standing in Tadasana. Again, just assess, and we'll do the other side. So bring your nose over that big toe. That'll help with your balance because this is your plumb line. So if you're to look at me from the side, the plumb line is going from my ear to my shoulder to my hip to my ankle bone. It's all in alignment. And then a same thing, opposite side, just start to make circles 5 times in each direction. Good. And then come back to Tadasana. And then slightly bend your knees. You can put your hands on your thighs. And we're just going to start to do a knee rotation. So 5 times in one direction. And then 5 times in the opposite direction. Good. All right, we're going to do the same thing with the hips. So 5 times in one direction. And then 5 times in the opposite direction. Good. And we're going to add a little twist in here. So what we're going to do is feet are pointed straight ahead, toes are pointed straight ahead, and we're just going to start to twist like this. So arms go the opposite way of your hips. Good. I kind of feel like I'm doing some kind of a dance, like a 1950s dance or 60s dance. Good job, you guys. All right. So go ahead and just shake that out for a moment. All right, how do we feel? Feel good? All right. So let's come down into our seated, and we'll get to work with our pranayama. So sitting up nice and tall, both feet are planted firmly on the floor, or if you're seated on your yoga mat, just sit up nice and tall wherever you're at. Again, feel as though the crown of your head is being lifted by a string. Shoulder blades come behind you and down your back. So just take a moment to check in with your breath. Notice the coolness of the breath on the inhale and the warmth of the breath on the exhale. So we're just going to take a little breath inventory this evening and just observe what we brought to class today. So first, just observe without judgment where the breath is in your body. Is it in the upper chest, the middle chest, or in the belly? Without judgment, just observe. And now observe if the breath is a continuous cycle of inhale and exhale, or if there are any breaks, pauses, or gaps in the cycle. You're just noticing. Now notice the cadence of your breath. Notice the inhalation and the exhalation. Notice if it is the same count. In many cases, one might be a little longer than the other. So you're just observing. Notice if there's any sound to the breath. Is there any gurgling or wheezing, or is the breath silent? And then notice if the breath is smooth or if it's a little rough and patches. You're just observing. Okay, good. So now we're going to move into our pranayama. And so remember, our pranayama is kind of setting the stage for our practice of Yoga Nidra. It's balancing, helping us balancing the nadis and the energy channels in the body. And remember that there's 72,000 nadis, the yogis say. And if we have control over 3 of them, we're doing very well. So the 3 are the Sushumna, which is down the midline of the body. Then we have the Ida, which is on the left side of the body, and the Pingala, which is on the right side of the body. So we want to have these balanced. So we're going to start with 3 rounds of Ujjayi breath. So Ujjayi breath is when we breathe from the base of the throat as though we're sipping the breath through a straw, like in our throat. So take 3 breaths like that. Slight constriction of your throat. And on the inhale, perhaps you can feel the breath at the back of the throat. And when you do feel that, that breath, it's stimulating the nadis in the sinuses, which aids us in clarity and cognition. So remember, everybody's cadence of their breath is going to be a little different. So I'm just a guide. So trust your breath. So now we're going to practice 5 rounds of Chandra Bedna. So Chandra in Sanskrit means moon. So piercing the moon breath. And we always inhale through the left nostril and exhale through the right nostril. Ideally, we'd like to have that inhale and exhale even. So we're going to go ahead and start. So just lightly close the right nostril. You don't have to smash your nostril at all. Just lightly close it and inhale through the left. Close the left, exhale right. Remember, I'm just a guide. So close the right, inhale left. Exhale right. Inhale left. Exhale right. Inhale left. Exhale right. And when you're ready, go ahead and take 3 Ujjayi breaths, breathing from the base of the throat. There's no rush, just trust your own breath. And next, we'll take 5 Surya Bedna breaths. So Surya is sun in Sanskrit. So piercing the sun breath, where we always inhale through the right nostril and exhale through the left nostril. So close the left nostril and inhale through the right. When you're ready, close the right, exhale left. Inhale right, exhale left. Inhale right, exhale left. Inhale right, exhale left. Inhale right, and exhale left. And when you're ready, we will conclude with 3 Ujjayi breaths, breathing from the base of the throat. And when you've finished, just take a moment and observe how you feel. Notice your breath. Notice if the fluctuations of the mind have slowed down. And notice maybe if you feel a little warmer temperature-wise. You're just observing sensation in the body and also the mind. And now go ahead and find your space for Yoga Nidra. Remember, you can be wherever you can be comfortable and not have to move for the next 30 minutes or so. Either dim your lights or have a light piece of material to put over your eyes. And maybe even a blanket, because your body temperature may drop. And remember, your intention is to remain awake. The body and the mind may sleep, but awareness remains aware. So go ahead and get settled. And wherever you're at, just take your shoulder blades down your back and open up your feet a little wider than your hips. Open up the body to earth and give yourself permission to relax. I promise everything you were doing before you came to class today will still be there when you're done. So just become aware of the space that the body occupies. And as you listen to my voice, just allow my words to wash over you. The more you can relax, the better. There's nothing to do, there's nothing to reach for, nowhere to go. And remember that Yoga Nidra is not so much about doing as it is about feeling. So simply relax and be aware. And remember, this is about being effortless. And now begins the practice of Yoga Nidra. Close your eyes and allow your body to open to earth. Settle in deeply and completely. And begin by taking a few slow, comfortable, diaphragmatic breaths. So as you inhale, the abdomen expands. And as you exhale, the abdomen softens and the navel moves to the back body. And with every inhalation, you feel the body relax a little bit more. You're breathing just like the newborn baby when you see a baby lying in their back, how their belly rises and falls with their breath. Sending those signals to our brain to relax and let go. Continue to breathe in smoothly. And with every exhalation, release tension and stress. Remember not to try, be effortless. Just relax and be aware of the body breathing. And feel yourself dropping into a state of complete effortlessness. Now, please return to involuntary breathing, no longer shaping the breath. Allow the breath to find its own perfect rhythm for this moment in this place. Feel the body opening to earth, the body becoming more soft. Feel the facial muscles relaxing, the jaw relaxes, the teeth separate, the tongue becomes unglued from the roof of the mouth, and even the eyes sink into their sockets. Sense that you're being nurtured by your surroundings and feel a growing sense of peace. And this is where we will practice our sankalpa, our intention for the first time. So take a moment to feel a sense of gratitude. Be completely grateful for the gift of life and everything that has led you up to this moment. Grateful for all actions and decisions and events. And if you don't have a sankalpa or an intention, you can repeat something like, I am worthy of happiness and success. I make choices that align with my higher self. So even before you mentally say your sankalpa, create a vision of it in your mind. Sense it has already come to fruition. and feel the joy and the gratitude that this practice is moving you in the direction of achieving your goal. So go ahead and repeat your Sankalpa 3 times using the exact same words each time. And when you finish, give thanks. Now we're going to practice 31 points. So remember to be effortless and just allow my words to wash over you. Please bring your awareness to the space between the eyebrows and see or sense a star-like point of light. Throat center, same thing. Star-like point of light. Right shoulder joint. Let go of all doing, point of light. Right elbow joint. Star-like point of light. Center of the right wrist. Body drifting towards sleep, point of light. Tip of the right thumb, point of light. Tip of the right pointer finger, point of light. Tip of the right middle finger. Relax into this space. Tip of the right ring finger, point of light. Tip of the right pinky finger, point of light. Awareness returns to the center of the right wrist, point of light. Right elbow joint, breath and awareness move here. Right shoulder joint, point of light. Throat center, point of light. Left shoulder joint, be effortless. Left elbow joint, point of light. Center of the left wrist, you are the witness. Tip of the left thumb, point of light. Tip of the left pointer finger, point of light. Tip of the left middle finger, relax. Tip of the left ring finger, point of light. Tip of the left pinky finger, point of light. Awareness moves to the center of the left wrist, point of light. Left elbow joint, presence, ease. Left shoulder joint, point of light. Throat center, be effortless. Heart center, deep beneath the breastbone, star-like point of light. Center of the right chest or breast, heart center, center of the left chest or breast, heart center, star-like point of light. Now please become aware of yourself as space, boundless. Imagine lying on your back in a grassy meadow, looking up at the night sky and marveling at all the points of light. And not only the light, but the space between the lights, the space of space. Experience all points of light in this space. You are the sky, and you are aware of the sky and the points of light in it. You are consciousness pervading this space. Sense the breath as an effortless wave of life force moving through this space. And now we're going to work with pairs of opposites to cultivate different sensations. This is an opportunity of observation and non-judgment. Remember a time in the recent past or long ago when you felt healthy and vibrant in your physical body. And now remember a time long ago you did not feel so vibrant or healthy in your physical body. Perhaps you were sick, fatigued, or had been injured in some way. Now simply hold these two experiences together at the same time in awareness, without judgment and without preference. Just hold them in your awareness. Now recall a time in the past or not long ago that you felt really happy and joyful. Perhaps you were laughing and smiling. And now recall a time in the recent past or long ago that you did not feel so joyful. Perhaps you were sad, depressed, or even grieving. Now move to that place inside of you where you can hold both of those experiences at the same time without judgment and without preference. Just hold those experiences simultaneously. No judgment. Now, please bring your attention to the space in front of your forehead, about 6 inches in front of your forehead, and see a black screen. Imagine it as a movie screen, and you're sitting in the front row. This is the screen of consciousness where all dimensions of the mind can be seen and known. And on this screen, visualize the color blue. See the color blue. Now visualize white. See the screen of the mind as white. See gold fill the screen of the mind. See gold. See the screen of the mind as emerald green. See the screen of the mind as violet. Now see the screen of the mind as the color rose. Rose on the screen of the mind. Screen of the mind is violet. Screen of the mind is emerald green. Now see gold. Now see white. See white on the screen of the mind. Now see blue. Now see the screen of the mind is black. See black on the screen of the mind. Imagine that the screen of the mind is empty because you are empty of all intention and effort. Your senses have withdrawn and you are effortless. As you relax and observe this space, just observe the space and any colors or shapes or memories that may appear on the black screen of the mind. Remember, no judgment. You're observing like you're watching a movie. Now, please bring your attention to your breath and sense the breath ascending and descending through the nostrils like two separate white lines. And the apex of this movement is at the center of the forehead. And see the meeting point of these two white lines at the midbrain. The two streams of light ascend through the nostrils on the inhalation, meet like an inverted V at the space between the eyebrows, and then descend through the nostrils. Just watch the rise and fall of the breath. And now you're going to count backwards on your breath, starting at the number 27. Inhale 27 and exhale 27, and so on. If you forget where you're at, start over. If you finish before you hear my voice, start over. Please begin. Please return to your breath. It doesn't matter what number you're on, just stop counting backwards and return to that screen of consciousness just off the surface of the forehead. Just observe without getting involved to whatever comes on that screen of the mind. You may see memories or flashes of color or nothing at all. And without judgment, just allow the mind, the subconscious mind, to deprogram. The mind sleeps, the body sleeps, but awareness remains aware. Now, please see a golden egg. See a golden egg in front of your forehead. A golden egg. Then feel a ray of gold light from this golden egg move through you, move through the point between the eyebrows, and feel it flood the entire brain, and the whole body now floods with golden light. The body becomes so filled with golden light, it creates an aura around the body, arm's distance, above you, below you, and to the sides of you. And finally become aware of the witness, the part of you that has been observing this whole process of Yoga Nidra. You are now aware of being, only being and awareness, unconfined, unbounded, and timeless. There is no more I, no individual self. There is only the infinite, the one. Now, please become aware of your breath, be aware of the body. And you are now going to repeat your Sankalpa, but first begin by reestablishing a sense of gratitude. Rest in the appreciation that everything is as it should be. Be in total acceptance and gratitude. Visualize and feel the fulfillment of your Sankalpa. Imagine that you have exactly what it is that you want. Now mentally begin to repeat your Sankalpa 3 times using the exact same words that you did at the beginning of class. And when you have finished, give thanks. Feel thankful for having achieved your desire. Slowly come back to your breath. Come back to the body and the space that it occupies. And gradually become aware of the sounds around you. Take your time. Begin to move the body. And when you are ready, you can bring the palms of your hands together and rub them, creating some heat. Placing them over your eyes. And then opening your eyes in the palm of the hands. The practice of Yoga Nidra is complete.